decided to make some delicious Greek style food for our dinner. And in order to do that, we have to use chicken. So I already sliced the chicken breast into, like, you can make butterflies and draw them a little bit if you like them thin, or you can just leave them like that. So do it like this. And I have a few slices like this too, just to show you. You don't have to. We're gonna be like using barbecue to grill it, but you can use it in the pan and do it on the stove as well. So this is the chicken breast ready to use. And now we'll be making our homemade dressing to marinate the chicken. So to make the dressing or marinade for the chicken, what we are doing is using olive oil, red wine vinegar, and a Greek seasoning. Make sure the one you buy says no MSG. It's not good for you to use the MSG kind of like stuff. And we will be using some crushed chilies. You can use black pepper. It depends on your spice taste, how much spicy you want the chicken to be, and some sea salt, and that's it. This is the measuring cup. So you want to use basically what we did is 3/4 cup of olive oil, and I use 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. You can use a bottle, just shake it, and that's it. You can mix in that, or you can use a whisker like this, whisk in the container like this. And you know what the good stuff about this is? Basically, I'm going to use it to marinate the chicken, and later on I'm going to use this as a dressing for my salad. Just going to add some Dijon mustard and some honey into this later use. So I'm not using the crushed chilies right in the dressing because I want to use the dressing for salad purpose also. So I'll be using crushed chilies directly on that. Adding some salt. Just make sure you have no salt in the seasoning. If you do, then keep the salt a little less. And then I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of this seasoning mix. And this container is like now ready to use dressing. We can keep it in fridge for 1 to 2 weeks, and whenever we need it, it's ready to use. Saves time. And you really don't have to buy those store-made dressings. This way you're not adding any preservatives, as long as you're using the good olive oil and a simple red wine vinegar.
Looks good, Mama.
I know, sweetie. So that's it. Give it a good whisk, or just put it in a bottle. Just shake it, shake it, shake it. But make sure to measure. So this is all well mixed. I'm gonna be drizzling this on top of chicken. Now the dressing depends, like how much chicken breast or chicken thighs, whatever kind of chicken you're using. Just make sure to toss it around one time. You can use Glad bag, but I really don't like to use those because I'm environment friendly also. So this way you can literally wash this container. You don't have to throw those baggies out.
Mama, so what exactly does this seasoning have in it?
They have dry oregano, basil, thyme, dry garlic, dry onions, and some other spices. So you can make your own, or you can just buy the store-bought like already.
Yeah.
Makes your life a bit easier. Now this is all done. We're gonna be keeping this in the fridge for, you can do it in you can use it in 2 hours, but we will be keeping it in fridge for almost 4 to 5 hours now. Okay, so we will be making tzatziki sauce with the Greek style chicken we are making today, and it's very simple and easy to make. So what we are doing is we are using cucumber. We have fresh dill. You can use fresh dill if you have one. If not, you can always use the dry dill wheat powdered form. And then you need Greek yogurt, black pepper, salt, lemon juice, and obviously the cucumber. And here's a little bit of olive oil and 1 clove of garlic. So what we will be doing it is like making kind of like chopping the garlic in the olive oil in the chopper. But first of all, the first thing what we're gonna do is peel the cucumber, grate the cucumber, put it in this strainer, put some salt on it, and let it sit on the countertop so that all the water comes out of this grated cucumber, because that's really the key. There should not be no water. The cucumber should be dried totally after you grate it. Okay, now if you don't have Greek yogurt or a thick yogurt at home, you can use the regular yogurt. You can just put it in a cheesecloth and let the water drain out. Or if you have those coffee filters, you can always use those big coffee filters, put it in the bowl, put the plain yogurt in that, and let the water drain out of that filter. That way, whatever the yogurt left is only the thick yogurt, because that's the key to make this sauce. You need thick yogurt. But I believe this Greek yogurt is good enough, so I'm going to use this one. So let's just first do this one, and first of all, let's just do the cucumber. Okay, so I dried the cucumber totally in this kind of cloth. If you have one, it's good. Otherwise, you can use the strainer, but it's a good idea to just drain out all the water from the cucumber. That's the key. So I put the olive oil and that garlic together, what I mixed. If you think you can't able to mix a little bit of olive oil and garlic together, you can put a tablespoon of yogurt also in the chopper to mix it well. And this is the fresh dough.
It smells so good.
Seriously, that's what the whole flavor comes from. So if you can't have the fresh one, you can always use the dried. It tastes the same though. Just make sure when you're like chopping the dough, don't use these like thick stems. Just make sure you just do it properly. And we will be adding some black pepper according to your taste, and we like it spicy, like that. And then goes salt, and it's such simple ingredients, nothing fancy. That's what I love about this quick sauce, and you can use it for so much other things too. Now the thing is, just put only little bit lemon juice, because you don't want it to be getting like too runny. You want a thick tzatziki. Smell that garlic?
Yeah. Oh wow, so good.
And if you don't have fresh garlic at home, you can use some garlic powder also. So just to show you, we can grill the chicken in 2 ways. So on the stove, if you have a pan like this, it's fine. If not, you can use the simple plain pan too. And the other chicken we're gonna be grilling on the barbecue. Okay, so our chicken was marinated for almost 5 hours now, and now we're grilling it on the barbecue.
It smells so good.
Okay, while the chicken is grilling, we will be making salad on the side too. And this is just iceberg lettuce, some grape tomatoes, and cucumbers, and some olives. And see, this is the dressing what we made, the marinade for the chicken. And what I'm going to do is just add some honey Dijon mustard. And if you don't have honey Dijon mustard at home, you can simply use the other mustard and add some honey. And this will make this dressing delicious and add more flavors. Just whisk it together. See, that's it.
Wow.
You can add more vinegar if you like, or olive oil. And we'll be using some black pepper and also feta cheese. So first you put the dressing, mix it together, and then we will be putting the feta cheese because you don't want feta cheese to be too mushy in the salad.
Looks so
Nicely
yummy.
toss it together. I can almost smell that chicken.
Yeah,
Almost
it's
done.
ready.
We just have to warm some pitas, the Greek pitas. And we are ready for our dinner.
Yay.
And once you do this, that's it. Pick the feta cheese and just crumble some on top like this. And that's it. Your delicious salad is ready with a homemade dressing.
Yum. Can't wait to eat it.
Okay, so everything is here now. You see how nicely the tzatziki, it just settled down now nicely. It was sitting in the fridge for almost 3 hours now. Chicken is done. I sliced the chicken and I warmed some Greek pitas, and now my family can simply just plate the way they want. So what we will be doing is taking this pita. So you want to put this delicious tzatziki right on top.
Smells so good.
You know what I love about this kind of food? We can make some extra chicken, and next day you can take it as a lunch, like put it in the salad, or just make a grilled cheese sandwich.
Right.
Saves time.
So smart, Mama.
And we'll be taking the chicken right on top, and then we have some pickled onions and pickled beets.
Yummy. So pretty.
And if you want, you can add more tzatziki. And the salad goes on the side.
Wow, so pretty, Mama.
Not pretty, delicious,
And
sweetie.
delicious. I can't wait to eat it.
And now we will be folding this and enjoying our food. Thank
Yummy.
you.
Thanks, Mama.